Amazing. That's why we're so popular in the world, ladies and gentlemen. We just murdered 1 million people in the country next to Iran. We murdered another 1 million people in the other country on the other side, in Libya. We just dropped 27,000 bombs in Syria to the country just to the north. We're still occupying Afghanistan. And someone else is a bad actor? We are the terrorists. The United States is the terrorists. And you want to know how I know? Here's Wesley Clark. Here's a general to tell you what the real agenda is.
About 10 days after 9/11, I went through the Pentagon and I saw Secretary Rumsfeld and Deputy Secretary Wolfowitz. I went downstairs just to say hello to some of the people on the Joint Staff who had used to work for me. And one of the generals called me and he said, "Sir, you got to come in. You got to come in and talk to me a second." I said, "Well, you're too busy." He said, No. He says, "We've made the decision. We're going to war with Iraq." This was on or about the 20th of September. I said, "We're going to war with Iraq. Why?" He said, "I don't know." He said, "I guess they don't know what else to do." So I said, "Well, did they find some information connecting Saddam to Al-Qaeda?" He said, No. He says, "There's nothing new that way. They've just made the decision to go to war with Iraq." He said, "I guess it's like we don't know what to do about terrorists, but we've got a good military and we can take down governments." And he said, "I guess if the only tool you have is a hammer, every problem has to look like a nail." So I came back to see him a few weeks later, and by that time we were bombing in Afghanistan. I said, "Are we still going to war with Iraq?" And he said, "Oh, it's worse than that." He said, he reached over on his desk, he picked up a piece of paper, he said, I just got this down from upstairs, meaning the Secretary of Defense's office today, and he said, "This is a memo that describes how we're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years, starting with Iraq and then Syria, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and finishing off Iran."
And now you know the rest of the story. Why did we invade Iraq? That's why. Why did we invade Libya? That's why. Why did we invade Syria? That's why. Why is our military in the Sudan, in Somalia? That's why. This is all about imperialism. That's why. It's all about oil, natural resources, and corporate profits. That's what this is all about. Murdering people. Murdering people. That's what this is all about. Because we can. United States is the biggest murdering terrorist country in the world. Organization. We're much, much bigger terrorists than Al-Qaeda and ISIS ever could hope to be. That's our country. Now, people like Sam Harris will tell you that we're the good guys. And we should be doing this because they have an old-timey religion that's barbaric. Unlike Sam Harris's religion, and unlike the Christianity I was brought up with, which massacred the Indians, the Native Americans in the United States,